So when I started The Light, I thought a lot about this idea of what would it be like to brand the production experience? Like, what would it be like so that when you were on set with The Light, you knew you were on set with The Light. You weren't like, wait a minute, is this another production company? There was something different about it. So when I started with that question, well, then I started to think about, okay, well, what would that be? What would it mean to brand the production experience? And at the time I had already been doing like green sets for many years. So I thought, okay, it would mean that the set was sustainable. Sustainability was a key aspect of the production experience. And then I thought, well, signage, right? Like certain kind of branded signage would give you a sense that you were on set with The Light. And then as I started to think about it even more, I got curious about like, well, wait a minute, like where does the way that we do production now even come from? Like, where does it come from? Like, why do we prep, shoot, and wrap the way we do? Why do we call it prep, shoot, and wrap? Why do we have a key grip and a sound mixer and a gaffer? Like somebody created that. And I got really curious about looking into the origins of the system. So I spent several years really researching that, going back, reading articles, reading books about the labor side of Hollywood, about the production side, about where the process that we have came from. And I found that largely it was based after the factory, which is not a surprise if you've been on set, and really the military, which is why so much of our language is violent. You know, we say run and gun, or, you know, shooting and shotgun mic and all this kind of stuff. The language is saturated in that inner vibe, right?
Combative,
and so I thought, okay, well, this is really interesting. This is where it comes from. And then I realized that even though the technology of filmmaking has completely changed in the past 100 years, that actually the production process hasn't been meaningfully challenged or modernized in all of those years. And I started to think about my own experience on set of being, you know, yelled at by ADs, or crying in the bathroom, or, you know, missing a birthday party because I was just on set so late, or just the culture of filmmaking. And I thought, like, there's got to be another way. And I think also like a way to bring more feminine energy into the whole process. So as I started to explore that, that's when I thought, okay, well, this is what I can do with The Light. I can experiment with these kinds of ideas. I can experiment with a different kind of culture, a different kind of process. A different kind of language, really looking at how can we create a production experience where people feel good when they leave and not bad.